This would be the house we are investigating. Surrounding area, it is nighttime.
I haven't been doing that. I've been focusing on eraser highlights.
Hey.
And there is the homeowner of this haunted house. Co-host and creator, Steph.
Yes.
So, I hear your house is haunted.
I don't know. Sometimes I think it is, and people who've stayed here, and you know, at one time I did have someone living here, and they would tell me things that would happen when I was asleep or when I was awake, but there's definitely some energy here.
Is there any events that you would like to share that you've experienced personally?
So, I have a very old cabinet. It's a Halloween cabinet, and it's been in my family for a very long time. I think it's from like the 1940s. It was my great-grandmother's, and I think she used to keep like china and trinkets, because I remember when I was little, there was always these little like figurines and stuff that they had from her, because she had passed away before I was born. But every once in a while, it sounds like someone runs into it. There's a certain noise that it makes when you open it, when you're trying to close it, because sometimes it's old, so sometimes you have to give it a little push. And it's a very distinct sound, and sometimes I'm just sitting there or I'm cooking and it just sounds like someone went and pushed it.
Is this like an old house?
This is an old house. It was built in 1947. The people that I bought it from, because I met the owners, they had lived here for about 30 years. So they lived here for quite some time. And they were an elderly couple that were snowbirds. And so they were only here for the winter time, and then they would go back to like North Dakota for
Did they survive the
summers.
move? Or did they stick around?
They survived the move. They had this house very decorated. It seemed like a very loving home. They had a lot of pictures. But there's a few features in the house that I've noticed that I think someone at one point was hospice or needed special care. For example, the bathroom, the way the door opens, it opens outwards instead of in. To the master bedroom, there's like a little ramp that goes upward.
Yeah, that
So
makes
I'm
sense.
starting
Wheelchair.
to wonder, if someone else lived here. From what I know, it was just them two.
Yeah, also there's an interesting parallel that I just want to point out is that usually when people have their houses extremely decorated, it has more of a positive vibe, and the spirits per se, kind of reflect off of that vibe. So maybe after their decorations went away, you're starting to see some more activity.
Any slamming doors or anything?
So cabinets are opening. So especially when I lived here by myself, I call them the kids with the animals in bed with me, and I would hear like creaking sounds like the cabinets opening, and I would think, oh, it's the
house
cat.
breathing.
Yeah. But then I'd look over and the cat would be right next to me and both dogs would be in the bed. And so I would just be like, I don't know what that was.
You ever see something in like your peripheral?
Sometimes, especially when I first moved in here, it was an animal. I left my animals with my dad because I was afraid while moving furniture and stuff, the animals would accidentally run out of the house and get lost. So I left them at my dad's house, and when I was moving stuff in, I swore I was going to step on my cat, and I even tripped myself, and I was like, wait, my cat's not here, but I swore I saw a shadow.
Yeah.
And my cat does play with something. Like sometimes cats usually get zoomies as it is, but sometimes it seems like he's playing with another animal.
Maybe one burnt through all 9 of their lives.
You should tell them about when I first moved in, 2 a.m.
Well, I was going to talk about one of the scariest things that happened to me living here. It was in 2018, and I woke up, it was probably 3:30, almost 4 o'clock in the morning, and I have this light by my door, and it looked like something was illuminating from the light, and it was very, very bright, and all of a sudden it dimmed down, and I remember just looking at it, and when I turned over, there was a man right here, like I could see his face.
Whoa.
And he went boo, and he
said boo?
yes, and he hit me right here. He
That
hit
little-
me right here, and I thought I was gonna have a heart attack.
That
Like,
little scamp.
even the next day, this whole part of my body hurt. It really hurt. It felt like someone really did hit me. I couldn't breathe. I had a lot of shortness of breath. That woke me up instantly.
Dick move, Larry.
Told my friend about it. Turns out her grandfather used to do that. And he would go boo and hit people in the chest. And he had just died.
Someone
He
hit
had
him.
just died.
snap.
He had
That's
died
crazy.
maybe a couple months before, and she said he would, when he was vocal, he would be able to go boo, like scare people and
Did
hit
he die
them
of
in
a
their
heart
chest.
attack?
He did.
That's ironic.
He did. And since then, I've had high blood pressure. I get anxiety attacks. Like this
Oh, I
was like
believe it.
a
I
crippling
believe it.
one. Like the next day at work, I was like, my chest hurts, like someone
Oh,
really hit me.
I have really bad night terrors every day. Yeah, it's horrendous. Yeah,
And that boo part, like, because I called her, I was like, I had the weirdest thing happen. I don't know if it was real. I don't know if I
know this sounds
if I was
cheesy.
dreaming, but he just hit me in the chest, and he said that, and she got really quiet, and I could hear like she was like her voice cracking, and she told me that her grandfather would do that, and she used to stay here a couple times, you know, a month. She'd come stay here with me, and so maybe
Yeah.
she invited that presence here.
All right, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and go inside the house. We're gonna talk about some of the, the cabinet noise. Show you the cabinet. Kind of get you the vibe inside the house. Then we'll go over the equipment we're gonna use. So follow me. All right. So this is the infamous, what we call the haunted cabinet. You could be sitting on the couch right over here. You can sit watching TV, and you'll hear like someone run into it, and we'll be like, "You hear that?" Sometimes not that loud. Sometimes it's just a. But
A very small person ran into it.
and then there's that creepy frog statue that I swear moves. This
Yeah,
is-
it's creepy.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
creepy.
Yeah,
That's a creepy frog.
it looks
Yeah.
like
She's got a funny story about the frog. but
looks
we'll-
like if Kermit the Frog was a serial killer, like had that Chucky spirit in him.
So if you guys look around, you can definitely tell the house definitely is built in the 40s.
Looks haunted.
It's got a haunted vibe.
Yeah.
I mean, we got the classic checkerboard floor. I mean,
Yeah.
check out the light. I mean, that's cool. But when we investigate, we're gonna go lights out. You know, keep
Like
tradition.
like a 1980s burger joint.
So the cabinets we talked about, you see they're closed.
Are those claw marks?
No, that's just someone's paint.
That's me falling. That's
My
me
bad.
falling after painting. I lost my
Wash
footing.
my hands more.
She was painting really fast. On the way down, she got 3 swipes.
That's, that's her artwork.
That's my personal art.
Yes.
I should.
So
You guys got a light?
So these cabinets, as you can see, are closed, right? We'd be sitting in the living room and then
Wide open.
wide open. This one, sometimes the cat opens, but
That one even
Yeah.
it has a magnet too, don't
Yeah,
it? So,
it
like,
does.
should
So it
stay
takes
closed.
force. Yeah.
It could have been a saucepan.
so we'll find these cabinets open randomly. Now I want to take y'all to a room.
I think the ghost wants.
This is actually where we record our podcast. This is why we're recording here, because
Oh,
it
that
has a
alcohol.
vibe. This room's got a vibe. Now I'll tell a story. You see me?
Yes. Well.
Okay, so when I first moved in here, I had a stack of boxes. Okay, they were in that corner where the Frankenstein picture is. It was stacked up there. And it was not like a clumsy stack. Okay,
Yeah.
it was sturdy. I didn't like Jenga it and like. It's 2 a.m. We're in bed, and I wake up to a lot. my shit was all over the place.
Your sound effects are amazing.
Yeah. I mean, we woke up to loud, like, what was that? Like, you would have thought someone was
Possessive.
breaking into the house. Well, let's go over some of the equipment. Possessive. Let's go over some of the equipment we're going to use in our investigation tonight. Steph is currently holding our 4K night vision camera.
That's why it's so short.
We have EMF detector, which
Has lights.
has lights. We'll baseline. Nobody's carrying energy right now.
No one's a ghost.
When we do this, we're gonna put our phones on airplane mode.
We're all gonna leave our phones in one area and
Yeah.
keep them away from.
I think you are gonna be our little test subject.
That's Yoshi.
And there's Yoshi. That's the cat also cause mischief, so sometimes we have to debunk that it
And
wasn't
that's
him.
short for Yoshi Meets.
Okay. We have the SB7T Spirit Box. We'll see if we get anything on that. We have 2 digital recorders, A and B, whatever we label it. I would say we have a flashlight, but it's dead.
Battery's not included.
I guess not.
I used to have a flashlight. It's crazy.
And for future episodes, we will be using this camera as well.
Oh snap.
It also has night vision, HD, 26 megapixels with our microphone. As you can see, it's currently plugged in. Charging. So without further ado, let's jump in it. We're going to turn out the lights. We're going to go to night vision only. I'm going to have, I'll take the EMF. We'll start with just doing an EMF reading around the house. Meantime, let's keep in mind when we're investigating, anybody in here, you know, we're not trying to piss it off.
We're not trying to bring anything in here either, so.
So everyone's phones.
Oh, where's your sense of adventure?
Close up of the EMF. Alright.
Close up of my face.
A little too close there. Digital recorder. Got 2 of these.
Man,
Spirit
sad
box.
that all the chickens got eaten. I could still eat it like 80 more.
We're recording. Fear in the Southwest podcast, Investigation 1, inside Stephanie's kitchen. Spirit box is immediately turned on.
Instant sign of a haunting.
Alright, let's go ahead and do an EMF.
Basically want to find a baseline for the area?
Yeah.
Got the idea?
Yep, we want to get a baseline. If there's anybody in here, make those lights go off just by touching it.
Your neighbor's power goes off.
The cat touches.
The eyes are the kiddos in the laundry room.
Yeah, there's 3 animals present.
And a cat.
There's Yoshi licking himself. Good shot there, yeah. Alright, Steph, let's go ahead and just walk around, see if we get any spikes in certain areas.
Got a little.
Come out. Should we say Bloody Mary 3 times?
I mean, why not? We did already, but.
I don't know, we might go back in time.
Or maybe say Red Rum. What's another haunted saying we can do to get some activity?
Send nudes.
Send nudes.
Some kind of activity.
Should we send nudes?
All
I
right.
don't believe so.
Let's go into the creepy room. I'm gonna turn on the light temporarily so everyone can grab a seat.
Yeah, like we said in the previous episode, this is the coldest room of the house. It's weird and drafty, and this is probably where a dude died. So
This is actually the room where when I did have someone living here, he reported the most activity, would message me while I was at work saying that he was leaving the house, something freaky had happened, and he just said that there was he always felt like someone was watching him in this room.
Exorcism on the exercise ball.
And like I said in a previous episode, this room was the first room I slept in because all I did have at the time was a sleeping bag. And so I used this room because it had the carpet, and I heard a lot of noises in here. And it scared me to the point where I called my dad at like 2:45 in the morning.
Yeah,
Alright.
when I get obsessed on that kind of stuff, I terrify myself sometimes.
Oh yeah, and as you know, this
We're gonna put the EMF detector on its own.
it sounded like keys,
That was.
and my thing was I thought people were.
We're just gonna set it there. All right, we're gonna run spirit box, lights out.
should I use the recorder?
You know what?
When do I do this?
Let's go ahead and turn on the recorders as well.
Yeah, I can do something.
Actually, no, because the spirit box will interfere with it.
Yeah.
Is there anybody in here with us?
Are we alone in this room?
Did you hear that? There's a sound right there.
Just to give you an idea about what we're seeing right now.
Who spends their time in this room?
Keep it on that.
Who's in this room with us?
Don't be afraid. Talk into the device. We want to hear who you are.
You're not alone.
Ryan's here. He'll help you. When did you live here?
Did you guys hear that? Or feel it?
It's like a groan.
It's a thump, like a big thud.
We'll review the footage.
Okay.
Who's here?
Who's here with us? What's your name?
Who's in here with us? Did you make that noise a minute ago? Are you guys getting a tapping sound?
Yeah, I hear it.
Did you
I hear that. Did you hear that? It was hello.
Mhm. Yeah, I heard the voices again. Hello?
Hello? Don't get into the 90s though.
Oh. I was probably picking up radio.
Now we're getting radio interference. Did I just hear a scream?
Yeah.
Who's here?
If you're here, touch this device on the container. It'll light up and we'll know you're here. Or talking to the device over here.
Oh, there we go.
Who's here? What do you see?
There's growling. Did you not hear it? Damn it.
Radio.
Does your music taste suck?
Oh my god.
Here,
That's weird.
switch me on.
Yeah.
We're gonna set this by the EMF detector, and as you can see, it does not trigger the EMF detector in any sort of way.
Let's try maybe setting it down stationary, and then we can just sit down and observe rather than creating a noise ourselves. So we can just see if anything different happens in the sound, right?
Please hear it.
Are you getting that crazy buzzing right now?
Yeah.
That like we were talking about earlier? Like that.
Anybody in here with us? Feel free to use one of these devices to tell us.
Why are you here?
Can you say hello?
Behind you? Is it behind us? Make yourself known. What do you see?
Do you like it that we're in here with you? Who does this house belong to?
Are you a guest?
Dog's barking.
A guest, huh? Do you belong here? Make yourself known. Make yourself known to us, not the dogs. Yeah, that's definitely, that's bad taste in music. That's adult contemporary music. Touch my hand. It was getting pretty damn romantic in here, honestly.
Sorry, it's just something about the night makes me all frisky.
Do you guys hear that? It's like rustling or cooking.
Hello?
What am I holding in my hand? Touch the item in my hand. Sorry, Tyler, your ghost is mute.
Don't want to talk tonight, huh?
Can you hand me the EMF detector really quick?
You making noise a second ago?
There's just too many people in here for you?
What is the atmosphere like when you guys get activity in this room?
Usually it's much colder.
Yeah, it's like
than it is
it's not even
here.
cold in here now.
Um,
You get the chills under your
Is
arms.
it usually when you guys are alone or when people are in here?
usually when I'm alone doing stuff in here.
You might have a shy ghost.
Yeah.
Alright, let's try this. You three go out and do the kitchen. Run an EVP session. I'll stay in here with the camera
Okay.
and see if I catch anything.
Sounds good.
Oh, it is already on. Ready?
What's happened? Little girl came out. Yeah, she's just gonna stay right here.
What I've got to do, make sure this is going to work properly.
Okay, so I'll pause this. Okay, I'm in here by myself. It's just me. And my nose. I'm all by myself. Would you like to tell me something? the spirit box. Ain't nobody else in here. Just me. Come talk to me. I'm your friend. Anybody in here with me? Radio. There goes the stereo, that's funny. Dang. Yeah, that's crazy. It's a walking radio. You want to come sit down and talk to me? EVP session since you're not talking tonight. Drew entering kitchen.
Oh, this chair. Did you see that?
Mm-mm.
Oh, I just heard something.
Ooh, we're spiking.
Well, that's
It's the
because of the
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi sets it off?
Yep.
Okay.
See?
Yep, that it does. See, Wi-Fi does set off your EMF.
I got me a few spikes here.
Just sit in the chair. And that was the fridge kicking on. AC just kicked on.
I'm gonna try the bathroom. You wanna go with me?
Right behind you.
Here, it's up plumbing.
Guys, it's definitely getting colder in here. It's getting colder.
Look. Watch out for dogs.
And she wants to be with us.
It's a ghost dog.
She's very intuitive on feelings.
Follow the red light and touch my hand. Close your eyes, guys. Do you like us? Follow the red light and touch my hand. Do you know our names?
No activity today.
Who lives here? What are their names?
What is your favorite food?
Blueberry? Count chocolate? Something like that, sure. The AC just come on really hard a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
This room will get colder than the others though. That was me. I hit the door.
Alright, guys. I think we're going to conclude for the night because it seems like they're a little intimidated tonight.
There's always next time.
Oh, yeah.
And maybe you're not too shy